serían 3.510. $5.600 eso. 4.440.
pride, and how great a step it would be if UdeC could jump up and bite Franca. Again, the starters for UdeC: Marquez Lecher, Sebastian Carrasco, Alejandro Vergara, Derek Woods, and Daniel Prinsloo. UdeC wins the tip, and we are underway. A quick three-pointer on the way. That is up and good by Alejandro Vergara. So UdeC jumps out and takes an early 3-0 lead. Who said they can't shoot three-pointers? Now a foul in the paint. I believe that's on Derek Woods. A little switch in the starting lineup from last night to tonight for Helio Garcia. Franca starting Eduardo Elevi in place of Charles Hinkle. Elevi grabbing the rebound there. Handoff from Santos. And streaking in is Scala. He's got his first 2 points. There's Lecher bringing it up on the right side for UdeC. Now Prinsloo. Woods to Vergara. Back to Woods. The beautiful cut and the left-hand lay-in. And Woods will go to the line and try to complete the three-point play. Free throw missed. That three is up and good. We are tied at 5. Scala has all 5 points for Franca. Carrasco pulling up at the free throw line, getting it to Woods. Woods backing his way down. Lecher wide open for 3. No good. Rebound. Tracked down by Lucas Diaz. Diaz 4th in BCLA play at 9.4 rebounds per game. Leads in scoring at 23.4 per contest. As Diaz commits the offensive foul there. Lecher into the front court. Carrasco. And Woods fouled on his way to the bucket, and he'll go to the line. Woods 2 of 6 coming into this game from the free throw line. He's 1 for 2 now. Woods sinks them both, and it's a 7-5 lead for UdeC. Derek Woods from Trenton, New Jersey, played for St. Peter's. Started out collegiately at St. Bonaventure, spent his sophomore year at Delaware, and then as a junior and senior as a Peacock. Pretty reverse layup there for Paulo Barbosa. We are tied at 7. Carrasco inside to Lecher, back down to Woods. Back to Lecher. sure what he did there. It looked like he shot the ball or was going to shoot it, decided better of it, and then just let the ball drop to the floor and then realized he couldn't pick it up because that would have been a turnover, and the ball just kind of bounced before somebody from Franca picked it up. It was one of the more strange plays I've ever seen. Barbosa. Oh, he finds a wide open Santos under the bucket, and he jams it with the right hand. And Franca on top 9-7. First lead of the game for Franca. Orozco. Now Woods finally gets the handle on it, working on Santos. Spins his way into the bucket. Left-hand scoop won't go. Santos the rebound. Scala out to Santos. Now one to the corner for Diaz for three. No. Vergara pulls down the rebound. Now Letcher. Great defense. Letcher wanted the whistle. No call. Another three on the way. Another miss. Franco 1 of 5 from three-point range early in this one. As a team, shoot 45% from three-point range. A turnover by UdeC and a reach-in foul by Vergara. Inside 6 minutes to play first quarter. 9-7 is the first lead Franca has had in this game. Outside to Elevi, now back to Diaz. Tries to split the defense between Prinsloo. Gets the shot off, and Diaz chirping at the official the entire way down the floor. Prinsloo in the corner. Woods. Vergara. Back to Woods, and he has it stolen away. Scala gets it from Santos. Now Santos gets it back. Spinning on Prinsloo, kicks it out. Now Barbosa. Shot clock at 10. Barbosa launches the long three, missed. Luca Diaz the long rebound. Elevi. Franca looking a little discombobulated on offense. That's not the position we've seen them in. Now a travel. Usually Franca's offense so smooth. Never an errant pass, never a bad cut. They turned the ball over a bunch last night, very uncharacteristically against Obras, particularly in that second half. Now Isler Guillant checks in. As Paulo Barbosa sits down for Franca. Prinsloo now, guarded by Diaz. Orozco gets it back to Prinsloo. Outside to Woods. Woods drives, spins his way in, kicks into the corner. Letcher for three. Splash! That is good. UdeC back on top 10-9. Now answering at the other end for three. Isler Guillant is 4 of 6 from three-point range coming into this one. And now Prinsloo. Santos for three. That ticks off the front of the rim, and Giant tracks down the offensive rebound. Illivi muscles his way to the bucket, goes glass and lays it in. Franca back on top now by one, 14-13. Franca 2 of 7 from three-point range. UdeC 3 of 4. Talk about flipping the script. Whistle for his first foul. 14 fouls already on Franca. Just comical as Carrasco attacked the basket. He drew the foul, threw his head back, even though there was no contact. And then Giant came out of there holding his face like Carrasco hit him with the elbow when he didn't. Man, this trying to sell calls has really gotten out of hand. Now a whistle before the second free throw, and Carrasco must be showing a little blood. And they are going to pull Carrasco out to get that tended to. They will be able to substitute for him and let the sub shoot the free throw. Kevin Rubio on in place of Alejandro Vergara. And looks like they're trying to sub Evandro Arteaga for Sebastian Carrasco. So Arteaga comes in 41 years old, 12 of 13 from the free throw line in this tournament. Make it 13 of 14. Arteaga stays in. Giant with the beautiful fade away from 15. Puts Franca back on top. Giant with 5 points already. And now Prinsloo with the turnover along the sideline. David Jackson on now for Franca, along with Nathan Fernandez and Wesley Ferreira. Ferreira outside to Diaz. Baseline drive, Letcher comes over to help. And Ferreira able to finish. It's Franca by 3. Kevin Rubio, he had 8.6 rebounds and 2 assists last time out against Franca. Evandro Arteaga misses the three-pointer. And here comes Franca looking to extend their biggest lead. Diaz with the tip in. And now Cipriano Nunez wants timeout. As Franca reaches their biggest lead of the game at 20-15. They're doing it without the three-point shot, just 2 of 7 from the arc. UdeC 3 of 5. UdeC overall 4 of 8. Franca 9 of 16 overall. Heisler Guillant and Santiago Scala each with 5 points for Franca. Derek Woods with 4 for UdeC. Letcher, Prinsloo, and Vergara each with 3. A heartbreaker last night for Franca. They lost in overtime to Obras 97-96. We had a couple of great games last night. Halcones came back to beat Gladiadores 91-87. As Group A got a little bit of clarity last night. Gladiadores will take on Real Esteli tonight after this game, 7:10 p.m. local time, 8:10 p.m. Eastern time. And if Gladiadores wins that one, Group A goes back into flux. If Gladiadores loses, they are eliminated. And Real Esteli and Halcones will advance to the quarters. Gladiadores needs a win to stay alive. Here in Group D, of course, Franca has it sewn up. They advance to the quarters. Along with Obras, UdeC is playing for pride. Making a pretty good accounting of themselves so far. Woods turning and shooting over Santos. Tough shot, and he gets UdeC back to within 3. Guillant, guarded by Ortega, Ferreira, and now Jackson. Franca working it around the outside. Guillant, back to Jackson. Shot clock winding down, and I think that's going to be a blocked shot rather than a shot clock violation. So now UdeC. Ortega nearly falling down as he shot that three-pointer. Now here comes Franca 4-on-2, and the easy lay-in for Nathan Fernandez. Leads back to 5 as we're inside of a minute to play in this first quarter. Ortega, he's got no fear. Puts that one up and drains it. It's down to 2. Ortega's got 4. 30 seconds to play in this first quarter. Pass stolen away by Santos. Fernandez. Now Guillant. Work the clock down. He gets chased out by Rubio. Now out to Fernandez for 3. Missed. UdeC's going to get a shot at it here. Here comes Rubio. Now into the corner. Ortega launches the long deuce. That is good! And we're tied up at 22. How about Evandro Ortega? 6 points for the 41-year-old veteran, Evandro Ortega. And we go to the second quarter tied at 22. Both teams shooting the ball very well. 2-point range. UdeC much better from 3-point range. Neither team, I beg your pardon, Franca has not shot a free throw in this game yet. UdeC 4 for 5. Nathan Fernandez has 2 for Franca. Wesley Ferreira 2. Heisler On the BCL America's YouTube channel. My name's Craig Fade. I hope you've been enjoying this one so far. We're tied at 22 after one quarter. To say that's a little unexpected would be a minor understatement. Franca, the top scoring team at 99 points per game. UdeC, 11th out of 12 in scoring at 72 points per game. So UdeC punching a little above their weight. Franca, not quite up to their usual standard. We've got ourselves a close game. Beautiful fadeaway there by Heisler-Guillant. Franca's back on top by 2. Ortega launches another one. That one, they may have gotten a hand on that. That barely caught front iron. Guillant for 3, missing. Letcher the rebound. Letcher takes it all the way himself, jams it with 2 hands in the face of Heisler-Guillant. Letcher's got 5. Just turned on the jets, went right past Nathan Fernandez. By the time Guillant turned around, it was too late. Letcher was on a poster. Jackson for 3 from the corner, that's no good. And Santos' shot blocked by Letcher. Letcher with the denial. Letcher came down a little gingerly after that and checks himself out. Michael Rivera comes in. Now a whistle as David Jackson and Michael Rivera battling around the screen. Nice little baseline out of bounds play leads to an easy bucket for Franca, 26-24. Carrasco takes it all the way himself, can't finish. Woods with the rebound, goes up short with the hook. Santos pulls it down. And Ferrara, tough spot under the bucket, but got himself back into position, goes up and lays it in. Lead back to 4. Ortega getting it to Woods. Back to Carrasco, back to Ortega. Takes it all the way himself, has it swatted into the Rio de la Plata. Ortega reminds me of that guy in the rec league, the older guy who seemingly has abundant energy and shoots the ball all the time. And just when he starts to get annoying because he misses, he makes about 3 in a row, and then you're like, oh, okay. And then he's fun to watch again. Scala hits the 3 at the other end. He's got 8, and it's the biggest lead of the game now for Franca at 31-24. Woods, left-hand hook won't go. Rebound tapped and controlled by Franca all the way up ahead to Scala. He misses the layup. Ortega, baseline shot won't go. Rebound Woods. Woods, his hook goes in. And Woods has 8. .645 to play, second quarter. Long three on the way from Giant, and that is good. Eisler Giant now with 12. And it's the biggest lead of the game for Franca at 8. Giant, the only player in double figures so far. He's 5 of 8 from the floor. Up ahead to Jackson. Jackson puts on the brakes, shoots it up over Rivera, and scores. Jackson has a word for the official. He wanted the foul before that. He did the old throw the head back thing. Throw that head back, just the slightest bit of contact. Should not have been a foul there. But the American David Jackson picking up the foreign penchant for trying to sell the call. Rubio to Letcher. Carrasco, 8 to shoot. Carrasco picked up by Diaz. He dumps it off to Letcher. Hits the three and draws the foul. Wesley Ferreira closed and made contact with Letcher on the way down. First foul on Ferreira, and Letcher will go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. And he does. Marquez Letcher now, 9 points. Letcher last time against Franca had 16 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Young gets it back out. Scala's shot pops out. Rubio the rebound. So that was a 4-point play by Letcher at the other end, and he grabs the rebound there. The lead down to 6. Outside to Prinsloo, 10 to shoot. Oh, they found Rubio. He lost his defender. He was under the bucket all by himself, and he got the easy lay-in. Off a nice dime by Sebastian Carrasco, and the lead down to 4. Letcher swats that one into the ether. Letcher says, no, sir. Second block on the game for Marquez Letcher. Giant. Scala. And Letcher called for the block as Ferreira bowls him over. I think they're going to say it was because he was in that restricted area. No question, Ferreira was out of control and falling over, but that contact occurred in that restricted area. So Letcher the guilty party. I believe that's the first foul on Letcher. And Ferreira will go to the free throw line. Hasn't shot a free throw tonight. He's 12 of 17 on the tournament for 70.6%. He completes the three-point play. And the lead's back to 7. We approach 4.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Gara. Prinsloo. Rubio. Right side, drives the baseline. Finger roll. Oh, it goes in up over Barbosa. A shot by Kevin Rubio. And at the other end, Gant scores. He's got 14 now, 41-34. Three just off. Diaz for three. Splash! That one. Lucas Diaz finally getting the groove from long range. He's got 5. And the lead's back to 10. Letcher picked up by Ferreira. Shoots it. Diaz the rebound. Rebound number 4 for Lucas Diaz. Oh, and they found Wesley Ferreira streaking to the bucket all by himself. And he goes up and dunks it with 2 hands. Ferreira now with 9. Rubio spins toward the baseline. Help comes over, and Rubio draws the foul. That's what it's like playing against Franca. You work so hard to come back. And then Franca almost effortlessly goes back up by a dozen. Foul's going to be on Barbosa. First free throw missed by Rubio. Run by Franca. Let's push their lead back out to 12, make it 11 after that free throw. Three minutes to play, second quarter. Barbosa to his right. Drives on Woods, kicks it into the corner for Diaz. He drives in, kicks it out. Franca works it around the outside. Three-point shot missed. Rebound back tap by Elevy. Barbosa gets it back to Elevy. And then Elevy, not sure who he was trying to pass that to. Diaz was wide open, higher up on the wing. Franca has not really looked like themselves the last 2 nights. They played well in stretches on this one as Elevy swats that one to Neptune. But they have not looked as unstoppable as they did in the first 2 windows. Carrasco pulls up, his shot won't go. Now Blazing down the other end is Paulo Barbosa, and he gets the layup. Biggest lead of the game at 13. 2 minutes to play, second quarter. Letcher drives into the paint. Double clutches, can't get it to go. Woods, the offensive rebound put up, no good. Rebound back tap, 3 on the way. Splash! That is good. Sebastian Carrasco hits the tray and gets the lead back down to 10. Diaz at the other end misses the three-pointer. Letcher getting a rest. Well deserved. 16 minutes this first half so far. Sebastian Carrasco has not missed a second. That three-pointer up and good by Woods. He's got 11, and UdeC cuts it to 7. Obras did the same thing last night to Franca. They hung around. I think Franca was going to run away with it a couple of times. Obras hung around, and they were able to pull it out in overtime. Franca led by 13 points just a few moments ago. UdeC has cut the lead to 7. Eric Woods has 11 points for UdeC. He's also got 5 rebounds. Marquez Letcher, 9 points and 3 boards. Sebastian Carrasco, 4 points and 5 assists for UdeC. For Franca, Eisler Diant with 14 points. Santiago Scala has 8. Wesley Ferreira with 9. Diant, Eduardo Elevi, and Lucas Diaz each with 4 rebounds. Diant leading with 3 assists. Coming up on 1 minute to play in the second quarter. Scala over to Jackson. Nice defense by UdeC. On the screen, Jackson takes it himself. Finger roll won't go. Rebound pulled down by Michael Rivera. Inside of a minute to play second quarter. Carrasco around the screen by Woods. Carrasco directing traffic. Over the corner. Oh, the pass a little bit too far for Woods, but it goes off of Diaz out of bounds. It'll stay with UdeC with 10 to shoot. Woods top of the key. Gonna get up to Carrasco. That long three is up and good. That was actually Alejandro Vergara. How about that? It's down to 4. Vergara's got 6. 20 seconds to play second quarter. Diaz loses it on his way to the bucket, and it's going to be UdeC ball. Shot clock's going to be off. Game clock at 17. Clock at 5 and a foul call. It's going to be on Santiago Scala, his first. Vergara, the long three-pointer, just missed. Rebound pulled down by Woods. That will not count. And we go to halftime with Franca on top by the score of 48-44. Was there a foul on the rebound? They're going to say Woods went over the back. So UdeC, or rather Franca, will have a shot at it. Would not have been a shooting foul as they were not in the penalty. So the half-court plus shot misses by Jackson, and now we go to halftime with Franca on top by 4, 48-44. I don't think anybody would have expected UdeC to be within 4 points of Franca at halftime, but UdeC shooting the ball particularly well from three-point range. Rebounds and assists, Franca just ahead in both of those. Lead 6-1 in the steals. And if you think Franca's playing poorly, they're really not. They averaged 99 points a game. Well, they're right at that average when you consider halftime. You double 48, you get 96. It's just that UdeC is really playing well in this game. As we look at the individual numbers on this one for Franca, roll the highlights. As we look at the Obras mascots getting us started here. Lucas Diaz, 5 points, 4 rebounds. Eduardo Elevi, 2 points, 4 boards. Nathan Fernandez, 2 points. David Jackson, 2 points. Santiago Scala with 8. Scala also with 3 assists. Paulo Barbosa, 4 points. Wesley Ferreira, 9. Eisler Guillant leads all scorers with 14 points. He's also got 4 rebounds and 3 assists. Marcio Santos, 2 points, 3 boards for Franca. Franca leading the rebounding battle 22-19. Just 4 turnovers for Franca. That's more characteristic. They had a lot of turnovers in the second half, in particular last night against Obras. UdeC took very good control of the ball as well, with 7 turnovers in that first half. Sebastian Carrasco, 4 points, 5 dimes for UdeC in that first half. Daniel Prinsloo, 3 points. Alejandro Vergara has 6. Derek Woods, 11 points, 5 boards. He's also got a pair of assists. Evandro Arteaga, finding the fountain of youth in that first half, 6 points. Marquez Letcher with 9 points, 3 boards, and 2 emphatic blocked shots. And Kevin Rubio with 5 points to round out the scoring for UdeC. Again at halftime, Franca leads 48-44, first of 2 games tonight. Coming up at 7:10 local time, 8:10 Eastern time, it's going to be Gladiadores and Real Estelí from Salapa. We will have that game for you as well. But right now, we will be back live from Estadio Obras Sanitarias in Buenos Aires with second half action in just a few moments.
Esta vez sí. Festeja Pedro. Vamos, esta vez sí, Hay que destacar que está jugando en sandalias, ¡Sí! seguidos de 3. Mira la tribuna. La confianza en ustedes tres es total. ¿Alienta la hinchada de Concepción? ¡Sí! ¡Qué buen nivel, Rocky! Cuando usted quiera un fin, pero fue un poquito lo que faltó, ¿eh? Vamos. Sí. La confianza es total. La risa es lo que nos permite tirar. Está concentrada. Tira. Vamos a tiros de 2. Vamos a libre. Vamos a UTI. Ahora sí, ¿eh? Ahora sí. Vamos a una segunda vuelta. Grita otra oportunidad. Muy bien esta hinchada, ¿eh? A mí que tiene mucha hinchada, ¿eh? Vamos a hacer otro. Ahora sí, ¿eh? Y tira de vuelta. Y vale 2. Vamos a hacer una más, sí. Una más, ¿te parece, Rocky? Una más. Vamos con la última. Este es el último. No te quiero poner presión, pero es el último. Mirá la hinchada. Mirá cómo te mira la hinchada. Esto cruza la cordillera. ¿Te lo aplaude igual? Vamos, sí. Y ahora sí, el último tiro. Lo alienta Rocky, alienta Tami, alienta Pedro también. Muchas gracias a la hinchada, muchas gracias por venir a jugar con nosotros. ¡Viva Chile! Se va Rocky para Chile, parece. No, se nos va Rocky. Tami, acá tenemos una pelea increíble. Rocky, ¿se va a Chile o no se va a Chile? No, miren cómo me dejan atado. Bueno, tenemos tiempo para negociar. Vamos a buscarlo también.
Welcome back to Estadio Obras Sanitarias in Buenos Aires for the second half between Franca and UdeC. Franca with a narrow 4-point lead coming out of halftime. And now Letcher gives it up to Woods, who cuts it to just 2. Alongside Andrew Hunt, I'm Craig Fada. And Andrew, sorry your private jet took a little while to taxi in from the runway, but glad you can be with us here for the second half. You missed a good first half.
Yeah, I like the nifty play we had to start off the second for sure. And here we've got a defensive turnover. Let's see if they do something with this. Thought it was another dunk. No.
Yeah, it was a little too far underneath for Woods to catch and go up with that dunk. And UdeC could not capitalize on that trip down the floor. Jackson now in the corner. This floater won't go. Rebounded by Woods. Up ahead to Letcher. He launches the 3. Boy, that looked like it was straight in. That would have given UdeC the lead. And again, looking at the numbers on this, Andrew, it's not like Franca's playing badly. They're right on their offensive average. It's just that UdeC is really playing very well. They're uncharacteristically shooting well from three-point range, 8 of 17 for 47%. They came into this game at 22%, dead last in BCLA play.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep that up in the second half, or if their previous experience is more of an indication of who they are as a team.
Yeah, it's a small sample size, as they like to say. Franca, 5 of 18 from three-point range. That's very uncharacteristic for them. Carrasco, just about gave UdeC the lead there. UdeC's had a couple of good looks from outside early in this third quarter. Now Jackson for 3. Splash! That one, that's good. So the lead back to 5. And now Vergara takes an arm across the cheek. And that time legitimately had cause to throw his head back. Saw a couple of those in the first half where guys threw their head back to sell a call. David Jackson in particular didn't even make contact with his head. He threw his head back and then complained when he didn't get the call.
Yeah, being a little late here, I can take a look at some of the stats and can tell you in the first half, Lucas Diaz not going to his bread and butter. Only 1 for 2 from 2-point. He's shooting 5. He shot 5 3-pointers. He needs to utilize that low block. As we saw last night, he was really working it down there, and that opened up the outside to get better looks at a 3-point shot. I think that's a good key to get back to in the second half if they want to keep this lead and extend it.
So Diaz hits the first free throw on the unsportsmanlike by Carrasco. And again, it wasn't a flagrant, hard or dirty foul. He was just not making a play on the ball. He was trying to prevent Diaz from going up for the easy layup. And in FIBA play, that's an unsportsmanlike. Now Barbosa turns it over. Great defense along the baseline by Vergara. Roscoe. Pass tipped into the backcourt. Barbosa. And Vergara thought he got a clean block. He sent Barbosa into the camera, then went to protest, and then realized, hey, I should probably go pick that guy up.
That's a tough one.
I'd like to get a look at that.
I would anticipate the call is correct, but I doubt the ref was in position to make that call, is what I bet he's probably arguing there.
free throw by
With the
Barbosa is up and in.
With that tip out, you know, the ref's heading down to what was the defensive side of the floor, has to turn around and run back on a sprint, and likely didn't get in front of the play to look at it, but it looked like a foul from our angle, which is likely the same angle the ref had.
Lead back to 9. Carrasco weaving his way through traffic, pulls up from 14. It won't fall in. Diaz the rebound. Side to Santos for 3. Nope. Vergara lets it go out of bounds, and it'll be UdeC ball. Don't forget, one more game coming up after this one. It's going to be Gladiadores and Real Estelí. 7:10 p.m. local time, 8:10 p.m. Eastern time. Over in Group A in Salapa, Mexico. A little bit of clarity brought to that group last night after the win by Halcones over Gladiadores. If Gladiadores loses tonight, they are eliminated. And that means Estelí and Halcones will advance. But if Gladiadores wins that game, that puts everything back into flux for Group A. Now the lead is at 11. Santos has 4, and they're going to swap spheres here. And this 11-point lead is the biggest lead of the game for Franca. That was after UdeC cut it to 2. With the first bucket of the second half. UdeC has not scored since.
Yeah, they're going to want to get some offense going here pretty soon before this gets a little bit out of hand. We're still manageable. The lead is more than I would like, but the time would allow me enough to get this back to reasonable. But you lose 3 or 4 minutes without a score or without cutting the lead, you're getting into a pretty unmanageable situation.
Daniel Prinsloo has a seat for UdeC. Jackson sits down for Franca. Diaz hands it back. 3 on the way. No. Santos has it blocked by Letcher. And Letcher furious. He wants the review. He wants a review. And Letcher is absolutely livid. And he's going to get teed up, I would imagine, if he has not already.
Yeah, I think that's what he's wanting at this time.
We didn't see it there. That would have been Letcher's 3rd block. And there's the technical foul. Unfortunately, we didn't get a look from that other camera angle. So Diaz hits the free throw on the tee. I don't know if we've got another angle we can look at. Letcher's not a guy prone to being overly demonstrative, and he must be very, very sure of himself that he got a clean block there to be that irate. And now, did Cipriano Nunez get a tee? He sure did.
That's exactly what happened.
Diaz lines that free throw up and sinks it.
When I was talking earlier about trying to get this deficit to a manageable number, this is not how I meant to go about it. This is not the way. Any future players or coaches watching and trying to understand some strategy, bad strategy there.
Letcher, frankly, lucky he's still in the game for as much protesting as he was doing. Letcher wanted a foul there on the over the back by Santos. And now Nathan Fernandez gets sent to the deck, and that'll be a foul on Kevin Rubio. UdeC already over the limit.
I need to look up. I'm not sure on the specific rule. I think this might be legal, but I've always felt as long as if I'm boxing out in the defensive position, in this case as Letcher was, as long as I don't get displaced, if somebody just jumps higher than me and gets the ball over the top, I personally never had a problem with that. I'm going to have to look at what the actual rule, how that reads.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. That's how I've always understood it as well. As long as there's no contact, if you're not impeding the player with better position, if you just out jump them and grab the ball, that would be like if I had you boxed out at my 5'8" and you at your 6'9", and you just flat-footed caught the rebound higher than I could jump.
I was going to say there'd be no jumping. just extend my arm.
Right, exactly.
5'8", huh?
Well, I'm being generous. That's what my driver's license says anyway.
I was just reminiscing about that height. Yeah. Fourth
When you were
grade
in
was
third
tough.
grade?
It was, yeah. I can remember learning long division.
Well, I'm still waiting for that growth spurt.
Don't give up.
Cipriano Nunez calls timeout. And if you're Cipriano Nunez here, I mean, you've gotten a tee, Letcher's gotten a tee. You clearly think the officiating is not to your liking, despite the fact that there's only a 5 foul spread. But that was a key play. Letcher had that block. And he's called for the foul. And he got teed up. Nunez got teed up. And they kind of lost their composure a little bit. And now all of a sudden, they find themselves down 15.
I do always love the foul comparison, not necessarily related to this game, but I've just had times when people say, look, the fouls aren't even. And I'm like, well, that's because my team's better at not fouling.
Franca with a 13-2 run over the first half of this third quarter to blow this one open. Let's see if UdeC has the firepower to come back. If they can get their composure and get the wheels back under them. Letcher loses a tire, but Diaz could not complete the open jumper in front of him. Vergara, Rubio. Carrasco getting it back from Woods. Carrasco throws the lob into Woods, and he draws the foul on Heisler-Guillant.
Classic mouse in the house foul situation.
Yeah. Derek Woods at 6'8", Heisler-Guillant 6 feet.
He's going to wish he didn't on that one because it was, I believe it was Diaz that just left, but he did get over to help there. They weren't aware of that at the time. Another slang term for you. He thought he was on an island.
There's some discussion about substitutions. Yeah. So now Vergara comes out. And Evandro Arteaga comes in. You're for substitutions?
Yeah, for my 2 cents, I like them.
Well, we'll see if you like Evander Ortega at 41 years old.
Nope. Didn't like that, Craig.
No, but Evander Ortega, he had himself a nice first half. He had 6 points, provided a little spark in there. I kind of likened him to that old guy in the rec league who seemingly plays 115% the whole time and then hits just enough shots to make him not be annoying. At least when he's on your team.
You see him shoot, and you're like, why do you? And then it goes in, you say, okay, fine.
Yeah. Woods with a little hook
And
there.
When you're playing against that guy, too. Who is guarding him?
Yeah.
That's a phrase that comes up a lot. Nice find.
Nice,
Pass
nice
out of the
find,
double
but a
team.
nice rotation
you gotta
defensively.
score that.
And an unsportsmanlike. It's going to be on Santiago Scala. So that'll be 2 shots on the ball for UdeC. Little slick behind the back move there by the aforementioned Evander Ortega. I can't imagine playing professional basketball at 41 years old. I started to get tired watching professional basketball at 41 years old.
When I was your height, I did imagine playing professional basketball. Yeah, on that
Ortega,
last play,
a rare
too, they
miss
did it.
from the free throw line.
The last play, they had a nice look into the post player, and he was technically double teamed, but he was big enough and close enough to the basket. I say go up with that. You have a chance to get your own rebound if you miss. As the shooter, you're usually going to know where it's going if you miss. And instead, he turns the ball over for a chance at double points here for the other team.
He back down to 15. Ortega hits 1 of 2. Rubio long 3-pointer, and that is good. Kevin Rubio coming into this one. 3 of 13 from beyond the arc. It's his first one here tonight. The lead back down to a dozen.
Yeah, if I'm the coach, I'm just saying, hey, get this to 10 by the 4th quarter. And if there's a minute left and we're down to 10, I say, okay, see if we can get it to 8 or 9. And just chip away. But I don't like going into a quarter with more than a 10-point deficit. That's going to be tough.
Ferreira on the drive, and he bowls over the defender, Marquez Letcher, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Wesley Ferreira. You see them swapping the ball out quite a bit here tonight. Yeah. An excessive heat warning in Buenos Aires. It's currently 80 degrees with 78% humidity. So a nice sticky summer night. If you ever get a chance to visit Buenos Aires, Andrew, I would highly recommend it. How about that drive there by Evander Ortega? Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to use the jet fuel to get over to Salapa for the next game. 3 from the corner, missed by Fernandez. Offensive rebound by Scantos.
Here we go. Power.
So UdeC had it back to 10, where you wanted it just a moment ago. Now Ortega for 3, no. Cross-court pass. Now the baseline drive kicked out to Guillant. Now an open look for 3. That is out. Slapped out of bounds by Ferreira, and it's going to be UdeC ball. Inside 2 minutes to play. Still a chance to get it to under 10 for UdeC in this third quarter.
Yeah, you saw their last shot attempt. I think sometimes when you're down like this, you may want to start chucking threes. That may be the urge, but this is still manageable. I'm looking for points at this time. I want good baskets.
Well, that's just what I was going to ask you. As you know, you look at it from different perspectives as a coach and as a player. Beautiful dish. And then finally on the second effort, the finish for Derek Woods. But at what point as a player do you think you're out of it? Or as a player, do you think you're never out of it?
Oh, that's tough. I mean, there's definitely been games I've been in where it's over. This isn't. But there's times when I feel like it probably is over, but I sit there and look at the clock and do some probably terrible math and think, well, it's possible. From a coaching perspective, I always think, and I think I did have a situation where one time where we kept the other team from scoring. They scored maybe 2 or 4 points in a quarter, but that's not usually going to happen. So if I say we're down 15, I can't just score 15 to take away the lead. I'm probably going to have to score 20 or more at the same time, playing enough defense to keep the other team below 5. So that's kind of the calculation that comes into my mind when I think about coming back.
A good non-answer. Appreciate that.
It's
Or
situational, Craig.
Foul.
I never know. If I'm the coach now, if I'm the coach now for UdeC, I'm not terrified, but I wish it was better. And the third quarter's not over yet, so I have a good chance of getting it to 10 or below. Maybe we could have another wild shot to end the third quarter. You know, three-quarter court situation.
I didn't see if that one ended up making the SportsCenter top 10 last night. I recorded SportsCenter, but didn't get a chance to watch it. So the lead back to 13, 69-56. Arteaga puts on the brakes, and did he drag the foot? He did.
Yeah, that's got to be a travel. Late call. It was that. I would have blown my whistle before they did on that one. He ran into the forest and wanted to run back out.
Franca looking to take control of this one, and another whistle, this time an offensive foul. It's going to be on Wesley Ferreira. That's his third. Rubio. Back to Arteaga. He'll shoot it from anywhere. Try to get that pass to Woods, but it was deflected. And now Ferreira goes up over Prinsloo. What a shot! Prinsloo didn't commit the foul, but my goodness, what an acrobatic bucket by Wesley Ferreira.
That was nice. I think if he would have gone a little stronger, maybe he would have gotten the foul.
Sebastian Carrasco scores to make it 71-58 at the end of the third quarter. Franca outscores UdeC in that third quarter, 23-14. And it's a 13-point lead for Franca. And Andrew, I know you wanted to be under 10, but it's certainly not time to throw in the towel yet for UdeC.
Right. Even if I'm down 20 going into a quarter, we could still do it. And 13 is obviously much more manageable than 20. But I'm telling my guys right now, we have to shut them down on defense and look to score quickly. The danger, like I said earlier, you get into is sometimes quickly means I'm just going to start throwing up threes, That's not a very high percentage shot, so that can kind of go either way. If you get hot, now you can get back into the game a little quicker. But I'm usually a fan of just getting good baskets to the rim. The other benefit with that is I have a better chance of getting fouled and stopping the clock if I get to the rim. So a chance at maybe a bonus point, and I get to stop and set up my defense and coordinate everything.
As we look at the numbers on this one, Franca still not shooting well from three-point range, 7 of 26, 27%. UdeC, 9 of 21 for 43%. For Franca, Eduardo Elevi, 2 points, 5 rebounds. Nathan Fernandez, 6 points. Wesley Ferreira, 13 points. Eisler Guillant, 14 points, 4 boards, 6 assists. Santiago Scala, 9 points, 5 dimes. Paulo Barbosa, 6 points. Lucas Diaz, 9 points, 6 rebounds. David Jackson, 5 points. Marcio Santos, 7 points, 11 boards. For UdeC, Evandro Ortega, 9 points. Sebastian Carrasco, 6 points, 6 assists. Daniel Prinsloo, 3 points. He got those 3 in the first minute of the game. Kevin Rubio with 8. Derek Wood, 17 points, 7 rebounds. Marquez Letcher with 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Alejandro Vergara, 6 points, 3 boards. So we head to the fourth quarter with Franca on top by 13. A big welcome to our viewers in the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL America's YouTube channel. Alongside Andrew Hunt, my name is Craig Fada. Lucas Diaz threw the alley oop, but it was only alley and no oop, as Wesley Ferrero was not there.
It was all oops, Craig. I'll be here all week.
I guess that you actually will be here all week as we cover the February window of BCL America's play. Diaz, and they're going to call that a goaltend. I'm not clear when they called that the goaltend. I mean, the ball hit the rim, and in FIBA play, you can wipe it off.
I was thinking the same thing.
If the shot is on its way down off the glass or out of midair, then it's a traditional goaltend. But I thought that ball hit the rim first.
I believe it definitely hit the rim. I think that Diaz may have hit the rim, not grabbed the ball, which I believe still hitting any part of the goal could be considered a goaltend. That would be my assumption anyway.
Carrasco step back 3, missed. Fernandez on the drive, and fans booing.
Might have gotten away with
a lot of fans
there.
here tonight. Not a lot of fans here tonight, but the ones here for UdeC are making some noise.
That's why the booing was. The person dribbling the ball was the one that I felt may have gotten away with a foul. Still a turnover because they lost their footing and traveled, but that would be my guess as to why the boos were there.
Letcher steps on the baseline and turns it over.
I'm going to say that.
Man, this guy.
May have been the best dunk of the night that doesn't count.
Yeah. Marquez Letcher plays so hard, averaging 13.5 points, 7.8 rebounds in this tournament. 26-year-old American from Houston, Texas. Played collegiately at Rice, last in 2017. Spent 2 years at Rice. Started 16 of 67 games, averaged 8.9 points, 4.9 rebounds. Played some in the G League and was playing in Lebanon before coming to UdeC. As Diaz gets the lead to 15.
Good spin.
Derek Woods. Diaz now for three. Splash.
Perfect example.
Diaz
of what
starting
I
to
said
feel
earlier.
it a little bit.
He had good looks at the free throw line. He shot a lot of free throws that were, I believe most of them unsportsmanlike, not fouls on him exactly. Then he just had a nice look at the block, shot it over the defender, the little fade. Oh, another three here.
That one just missed, but Elevy tracks down the rebound. Oh, beautiful pass, and another block by Letcher. Nathan Fernandez chases it down and caresses it over the front of the rim for kind of a dunk. And that puts Franca up 18, 80-62 and a timeout by Cipriano Nunez. Biggest lead of the game now for Franca as Lucas Diaz is up to 14 points, 4-12 shooting. He's got 6 rebounds. Derek Woods has 21 for UdeC. He's also got 7 rebounds and 2 assists. Last time against Franca, Woods had 24 points, so he has no fear of Franca.
Yeah, Craig, this is probably about that time where you asked me earlier if I thought the game was over. I'd be pretty close right now if I was the coach. I'd pretty much say, hey, the only chance we have now is to fire up some threes, which earlier in the game is what I said I didn't want to do. But this is the time now where that's about your only hope to get back in the game.
Even knowing historically as a team, they're not a very good three-point shooting team, that could make the deficit even worse if you continue to just jack up threes.
Craig, doesn't matter if I lose by 18 or 30, I still lost.
That's true. Yeah, point differential not a concern as Franca has already advanced and UdeC's already been eliminated. So, yeah, might as well start chucking, and maybe you get hot. UdeC, their three-point shooting percentage down to 39% now, 9 of 23. Rubio passed up a wide-open three there. Vergara thought about that one and then drove it. Right-hand scoop won't go. He wanted a foul. Woods chases down the rebound. Rebound number 8 for Woods. Now Vergara for threes. Missed. Almost got me with the premature splash call there. I thought that was going to go down.
There's been a few that look pretty good and just don't quite go in, but they look straight. The form looks good.
That three-pointer by Fernandez, no question about that one, straight through. And the lead now 21 with just over 6 minutes to play.
That last possession by UdeC.
Letcher airmails that three-point attempt.
Oh, no.
Well, no, Andrew, you can't say bad shot there when you just got done saying you got to start jacking up threes. He was open, he was set in the corner.
The shot was necessary. He didn't shoot it so well, is what I meant. Not a bad shot selection. You got to shoot him.
Okay.
But on the previous possession, they ended up with a pretty contested three at the end of the shot clock. Why don't just shoot that at the beginning of the shot clock? Why waste the time? Go for it.
Right.
If I get a good look at the basket, 5 or 6 seconds in the shot clock, great, I'll take the points. But otherwise, if we're just going to end up chucking a three at the end of the clock, we could have shot that right at the beginning.
Diaz misses the three, and Franca batting it around to try to save it in bounds. And that is going to be UdeC ball. There you get a look at that distinct molten ball with the FIBA pattern on it. That cream-colored X. Just love the look of that ball. Woods gets it back, but it's a backcourt violation. And it'll be Franca ball. Again, our officials tonight: Krishna Dominguez of Mexico, Edwin Rodriguez of Puerto Rico, and Franco Krivokapic of Argentina. Alejandro Vergara has a seat. Estadio Obras Sanitarias here in Buenos Aires, an older venue, very intimate, but when this place gets rocking and rolling, it is an absolute blast. As we saw last night with Obras, with the overtime win over Franca. Did a game here with the Argentinian women, their national team in the FIBA Women's America. And it was just an electric environment. Yeah, travel by Wesley Ferreira. That's a good call. Definitely.
I don't know. I wanted to see more post
pivot
moves.
foot. Whether they travel or not, you like to see the post moves.
Yeah, let's see some footwork, even if it's more than 3 steps. Show me something. It's like a dance floor out there.
It's like a quarterback in the NFL saying any touch on a receiver's pass interference.
Exactly.
Rubio thought about the 3, drives baseline instead. Oh, pretty move by Kevin Rubio. Finishes with the right hand. Rubio now in double digits with 10. Don't forget, coming up in just a little while, it's going to be Gladiadores and Real Esteli live from Salapa in Mexico. Andrew and I will bring that game to you. Mr. Guillant now with 16 points, having himself a game. Rubio for 3. Back tapped, rebound taken by Guillant. Now up ahead to Fernandez. Rubio got a piece of it, but Fernandez finished anyway. And he's going to go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. 3rd foul on Kevin Rubio.
Yeah, that was a good strong take. No hesitation. Knew what he was doing. Going to the rim.
Lucas Diaz sat down. It looked like Paulo Barbosa was going to come on, but then he turns around and sits back down. Is it because there's a timeout on the floor? Yes. We'll get a close-up look at the dry erase board of Cipriano Nunez in his 3rd season with UdeC. Based in Concepcion, Chile.
He may be tallying where they'd like to go for dinner. Because at this point, nothing he draws on there is really going to make a difference.
Well, I can tell you in Buenos Aires, there are some fine spots. My favorite spot, Siga La Vaca.
Oh, I think I see that on the board there.
Could be. Rojo y Negro is fantastic as well. Have to look back in my travel logs to see all the places that we went. But no shortage of fantastic places to eat in Argentina. We had dinner at a FIBA staffer's house one night, and he had an indoor charcoal barbecue, and we had like 8 courses of meat and about, I don't know, 60 or 70 bottles of wine. There were, I don't know, a dozen or so of us there, and it was just some of the most exquisite food I've ever had in my life. So as I say, if you get a chance to go to Buenos Aires, I would take the first opportunity you get. I've not been to Brazil. I understand their cooking, their food there is equal to that of Argentina. As Letcher goes up, nurses that in with 2 hands. Of course, the Brazilians would say their food is better. The Argentines would say, I don't think so.
I was getting ready to mention that. Surely subjective there.
It is subjective, but don't call me Shirley. Letcher on the step back. Can't get the 3 to fall in. Rebounded by Woods. And he steps on the baseline. Yes. Derek Woods is another guy who's played hard tonight. They're going to say there was a foul on Franca. Woods on the roll, ducks it with the left hand. Woods now with 23 points. He leads all scorers. He's also got 9 rebounds. Woods and Letcher, a great core for this UdeC team. They just don't have a lot of bodies. Playing with a 9-man roster.
Tough to sustain anything with that small amount of people.
Yeah, and they're really only playing with 8 as Andres Dominguez has not seen the floor tonight. Michael Rivera's only played 6 minutes. Evandro Arteaga, a little over 11 and a half minutes, but you guys got guys like Sebastian Carrasco, Derek Woods, each over 34 minutes. Marquez Letcher, 29 minutes. Prinsloo, 26. Rubio, 25. So you got a lot of guys playing some heavy minutes. And for as good a player as some of these guys are, I'm thinking more of like Sebastian Carrasco, Prinsloo, Rubio. They're not built to compete at the first string level for that long. Carrasco maybe decent point guard, but he's not going to fill up the stat sheet for you. He'll get you some assists, maybe a few points here and there. Well, when you're talking about UdeC, you're really just talking about Letcher and Woods. Franca, on the other hand, yeah. Franca, on the other hand, has no shortage, it seems, of talent. The only person not seeing the floor tonight, Jonathan Dos Santos. Prinsloo misses the 3-pointer. A little behind the head razzle-dazzle pass by Eduardo Elevi. Barbosa rolls off. Rebound Letcher.
I believe that's the 5th defensive rebound in a row for Ledger.
He's got 7 now, along with his 12 points. Derek Woods sat down. He's got 23 points, 9 rebounds. We will likely not see him the remainder of this game. Maybe we will. Maybe he's just getting a quick blow. Kevin Rubio back into the game. Like to see Woods get a double-double here. Grab one more rebound. And I'm assuming that because Dominguez is in the game, we may not see Woods. Letcher from outside the right elbow, no. Rebounded by Elevi. Elevi elevates for his 11th rebound.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, Elevi elevates for 11. And he's wearing number 11. How about that? This is the hook shot there, gets it back.
Weak with the ball.
Eduardo Elevi, 22 years old, 6'9", 207 centimeters. He's a streaky player, and it's easy to be streaky when you're on Franca, because there's times that so many other guys are getting so many other points that you don't get the ball. But then there's times that you'll get your looks, and when he does, Eduardo Elevi can be awfully impressive. I think this is a guy that is going to see some time with the national team, the senior national team, over the next perhaps decade.
Yeah, if you get limited time, you definitely want to capitalize on your looks. Looks at the basket, that is.
Rubio, the long step back three.
I don't know anything about capitalizing on my looks.
That's why you're in broadcasting and not modeling. You and me both. Catch and shoot three by Heisler-Guillant, no good. Rebounded by Fernandez, and then stolen away by Rubio. Shot clock off, game clock at 15. That pass deflected out of bounds by Paulo Barbosa. Another young player for Franca, just 20 years old. Letcher working baseline on Elevi. Turns it over. Up ahead to Barbosa, and he jacks up the three. Caught out of midair. And the fans booing as we nearly have another three-quarter shot go in there. That one hit front rim, but this one comes to an end with Franca winning 88-72 over UdeC. And let me check my notes here. But UdeC has held Franca to its two lowest point totals in this tournament, 78 points and 88 points. We're going to gas up the private jet and head from Buenos Aires to Jalapa, Mexico. And we will have that game for you. For my partner, Andrew Hunt, my name is Craig Fada, saying so long for now, and thanks for watching.